Should you have multiple YouTube channels or just one YouTube channel? If you're doing the whole YouTube thing, how to internet better, welcome and much love. Trav here, we're out here at Kewalo Bay on the north shore of Hawaii, hanging out, pit stop on my way back from Japan. I want to share something useful and something that I've been thinking about and something that you've seen develop as well. Why do I have these different YouTube channels? Why do a lot of the top YouTubers have different YouTube channels? Should you have one? Well, some of the top YouTubers or people who are successful only have one YouTube channel. Why? And again, it's like, why do you even want to do it to begin with? Maybe you want the clicks and the views, but more than likely you want to help people and share stuff that you're passionate about. And that's the number one reason to do it, is you can divide channels by interest groups. You got really niche and passionate about one particular thing that is so niche and passionate that it alienates everyone else. And if you're that sort of person who has different hobbies, it doesn't necessarily make sense to mix them all in the same place if you're going to make YouTube vids about them. For instance, I've got a YouTube channel that is all Magic the Gathering, strategy, and in-jokes, basically language the average person can't understand. So if I want to make an impact in a greater sense without alienating my Magic playing audience as well, then it would make sense to have a different channel, right? If you have a channel that's all about online business or online lifestyle, social lifestyle, or online money making or stuff like that, then you don't necessarily want to mix it with the other stuff that you're doing, or it's alienating. So if you're the type of person who's just vlogging or really only has one interest, then it makes sense to only have one channel. But if you're the type of person who dabbles in a lot of things and has a lot of energy and is passionate about multiple things, it might make sense for you to have different YouTube channels, right? So if you're starting about thinking a new series on your YouTube, maybe it makes sense to start a new channel and just make that new series the channel, right? That's why I had a basketball, all basketball page, YouTube, and I kind of stopped with that a little bit. And then all Magic, and then personal, and then I want to talk about online business, but it's got to happen somewhere else. So if you're the type of person who wants to try something new, try with a new channel and push people there. Another reason why it's good to have multiple YouTube channels is security. So you don't really actually own your YouTube channel, and it can get shut down if you break rules or do things wrong, or YouTube gets mad at you, or you have too many strikes. If your channel is shut down, then it's nice to know that, okay, at least I have this backup channel. So a lot of people have backup channels for that reason. Throw a link in the description, everyone go make sure to sub to my backup channel, just in case anything goes wrong. You'll sleep better at night. That way, you might need to have someone come in and manage your YouTube, and they can delete it, and you have to go to YouTube to get it back, but in the meantime, you have your other YouTube channel, so you don't need to worry about that security. And then another reason is so you can build your own media network. The way that YouTube has a lot of different things that work well, but one of the things that work well is if you have a lot of channels pointing to each other, and some people join networks or and do things with other YouTubers for this reason, and I recommend this as well. But if you have all these channels and they cross-link to the other channels, people just start passing around, because at first they find it because they're interested in just the interest, but then from there they may actually join, may be interested in you, and then realize they're interested in something else you're talking about and come across, and then they all grow together, which is pretty nice. One can trap people in, and then it's all the same, so it doesn't alienate them, and then they can travel on to the other channel, and if they like that series, right? So that's something to think about. The counter to all this is if you just focus on one channel, it'll grow the fastest. And, putting your eggs in one basket is fine if you watch that basket. So a lot of people do that as well, and it works well for them. So what are you going to do? Let me know in the comments what your stance is, what makes sense for you. Again, there's not one right answer or wrong answer. So curious what you have to say. Again, I'm doing videos here every Thursday. Make sure to drop a comment on what you want to hear me discuss, and I will do that. So much love, and see you in the comments. Peace.